brothers, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side.
Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Don't get nervous.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Rodgers now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Now left side on the swing pass.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. Aguilar has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Malik Collins providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. It's a party now. Shut up.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Going underneath, it's Coleman. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater completes it to Lee. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, pick back.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, the 2nd down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Slam, slam, slam.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mecole Hardman with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, Mike. Hey, leg. What?
Now a play fake. Rodgers. His throw incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This is Hines. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He'll return it from the 6. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Trying to look. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
52's upset. 52. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike 52. Mike 52. Ready? Hatch it. Hey, Trey. Spell. Back. Oh!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. 56 to Mike, boy. 56.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Hines. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 27 yards there, a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. This one caught by Davis. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Rush in. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A Raider first down, 17 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Rip left, rip left. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Jim.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, it's Coleman. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52. Watch the out. Check it backer, check it backer.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
He's not going to get me.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run with Hines. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Taking a deep shot here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Mecole Hardman with his third touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, Ben, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Rodgers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And an alley to run. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Rodgers.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better,
and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On first down, Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be a...
I look at the smiles on that side of the field. They're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation. Late games.
He's got a man complete. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Tucker with the extra point, and that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check tight. Check tight. My 52. New Mike 52. Mike 52. Go. Go. Check 52. Go. Check 52's the mic. Silver. Hey. 52's the mic right here. Over. That's it. 52's the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Bridgewater to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Jacksonville, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.